mark my words. If Paul gets me put away in some federal pen, it will only be a matter of time before he and Meg find their way back to each other.
Who's on the phone?
I was just turning it off. I don't think the judge would like it very much if I suddenly have to take a call while I'm on the witness stand.
You excited?
Hardly. I hate courtrooms almost as much as I hate seeing Craig.
You'll be fine. You just have to remember what's important.
That you love me?
Well, that, and that very soon, Craig will be locked away and out of our lives forever. You're really upset.
Yes, I am. Paul?
Look, it's in the bag, okay? There's no way Craig can beat this.
You sure about that?
Yes. All you have to do is tell the truth, and then Craig's out of our lives forever.
And then what?
And then we live happily, Craig-free ever after. Look, if you get nervous while you're testifying, all you have to do is look at me and remember how much I love you.
I'll do that.
Great. We should go. I'll have the car put around, okay?
Okay. I'll be there in a minute.
You ready to go inside?
In a minute. I just want to get some water.
I'll get it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
So I need to check with my lawyer, make sure we're on track, okay?
Yeah, I'll wait for you.
No, there's no need. I'll meet you inside. Did you think about what I said?
Yes. And I've come to a realization.
You can't trust your fiancé. I told you so.
I realize that Paul loves me. And only me.
The Honorable Judge Collins presiding. State versus Craig Montgomery. Be seated.
Mr. Montgomery,
Yes, Your Honor.
you realize this is a preliminary hearing to determine whether this matter will be brought to trial?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Montgomery has been charged with 1 count of parental kidnapping, 1 count of kidnapping an infant, and 2 counts of endangering a child. Mr. Adams, call your principal witness.
The state calls Ms. Rosanna Cabot to the stand.
That's one confident-looking woman. You should have let me take that plea bargain.
And did Jennifer Munson get along with Mr. Montgomery?
No, Jennifer hated Craig.
How do you know how Jennifer Munson felt?
Before the child was born, Jennifer went to great lengths to make sure that Craig wouldn't even be able to see the child.
And how did Mr. Montgomery respond to this?
He was angry, extremely angry.
He wanted access to his biological son.
Yes.
Miss Cabot, when was Mr. Montgomery's biological child born?
The same night as our adopted son.
And what were you told about this biological child, Johnny?
Craig told me that Johnny had died. He was grief-stricken, or so I thought.
And what led you to believe otherwise?
I discovered something.
And what was that, Miss Cabot? Would you like me to repeat the question, Miss Cabot?
Please, yeah.
You discovered something about the babies.
Yes.
And that was?
I'm not sure.
Did you discover that your husband had switched the babies, replaced your adopted child with his son Johnny?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Confused by the question?
About what happened that night.
Rosanna.
Sir, sit down.
She's not confused about what happened tonight. She knows exactly what happened that night. Rosanna, tell them.
I want to. I can't remember. She's lying.
Order! Miss Cabot, do you need a few minutes?
No. This just happens sometimes. I was in a coma for 2 years. Sometimes I can't always tell what was a dream and what was real. How could you do this?
Do you have any other witnesses?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Well, then, given what I've heard, I have no choice.
No, wait, please wait. You can't let him get away with this.
If you'll bear with us, Your Honor, this is Paul Ryan. He's Miss Cabot's fiancé. Perhaps he can shed some light on what's happening here.
This is highly inappropriate.
I'll hear him.
Your Honor, there are other witnesses who can attest to the fact that Montgomery switched the babies. He even bribed a nurse to make the switch.
Facts not in evidence.
Are any other of these alleged witnesses here?
Not at the moment, no.
Well, this hearing was convened based on Miss Cabot's accusation. It would be highly prejudicial to invite any more witnesses at this point in time. Therefore, I hereby order this case dismissed.
Your instincts were dead on.
I know Rosanna well. I suspected the stress would be too much for her.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, my mind just went blank.
How did Craig get to you? What did he promise you?
Nothing. I don't want anything.
You
from
said
Craig.
that you love my son.
I do.
Then how can you betray him like
That's
this?
enough. That's enough. Come on, let's get out of here.
Barbara, thanks for coming.
Did you hear what Rosanna said?
She said she was confused.
And he claimed he loved her. And in the end, all that matters is what he wanted. Get out while you can,
Oh,
Meg.
come on, Barbara. When are you going to learn to stop being such a sore loser?
You won't get away with this, Craig.
I think I just did. I'm free. Oh.
Why won't you talk to me? I'm sorry.
You already said that.
Do you believe me?
Is there a reason I shouldn't?
Paul, I feel horrible about what happened. I wanted to put Craig away as much as you did.
Really?
Yes.
Then you shouldn't have lied.
On the next As the World Turns.
You were hoping that Rosanna's testimony was going to send me straight to prison, and then you would have the perfect excuse to end our marriage and go back to Paul.
There might not be a wedding, but he may not love me.